Hey you guys, welcome back to another Fashion Friday. Lots of interesting things happening in the business world of fashion. I want to discuss retail. So, holiday shopping, believe it or not, is right around the corner. We have the shortest shopping season in a very long time this particular year because of how late Thanksgiving falls. There's only 26 days between Thanksgiving and Christmas Day. So because of that, retailers are really responding and trying to amp up their promotions, they're trying to amp up their seasonal help, they're trying to amp up their shipping and just their entire supply chain in order to be able to respond to that tightened window. So what does that mean for you as a consumer? There is a lot obviously happening in politics, which also affect our relationship with China and kind of how commercial and retail goods are being brought into this country. So if you look at your big box retailers that are multi-service, multi-product like Walmart and Target, they are really projecting that they're going to just kill it this holiday season. They are amping up their service lines so robustly. It's very, very clear they are expecting to have like the highest sales on record for the past several holiday seasons. On the flip side, if you look at luxury retail, that is not doing well. September was the lowest retail sales period in luxury retail in a very, very, very long time. We're talking like market crash of 2008 numbers. And so that's pretty discouraging, obviously, for that industry, but also really interesting. The mentality is kind of consumers are trying to kind of stick their hands in their ears and going la 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 la. I don't want to know about all this horrible stuff going on in politics in the world, so I'm going to do some shopping, but I'm going to do my shopping at affordable retailers, is kind of the general summary that experts have basically said this is what's going to happen. So looking into how much retail luxury is suffering, I want to talk about Barneys New York. I teased this in my Instagram stories a few days ago. And basically, if you don't know, Barneys has filed for bankruptcy, and there's going to be an auction on Monday on what's going to happen with Barneys. So right now, there is one investment group that has said they're going to put up about $271 million for Barneys to acquire them. And their plan is to liquidate all of the inventory and basically break up the real estate and probably pool it into Saks Fifth Avenue. So basically every Barneys that you've ever known would close, those would funnel into Saks in some way, and all of that inventory would be liquidated. Whether that means sales to consumers and great deals for us, or they just roll it into other mass conglomerates, I'm not really sure. On the flip side, there's a designer named Sam Ben Avram. He has basically put a plea out into the fashion community that we need to save Barneys. And I, of course, love this because A, it's an underdog mentality, but two, Barneys is an institution. And if you're not familiar with their brand and what they've projected since inception, it is absolutely a different way to shop. They've always had underground brands, indie brands. This is not your mainstream grandmother's department store. And even from a luxury standpoint, it's not your rich lady's department store either. They have always been cutting edge. They're the first to just uncover amazing designers and carry really interesting, not only designers, but inventory within that designer's line. They have a lot of exclusive collaborations and runs for their department store that no other has. So I would love to see it saved because I agree it's an institution. The problem with this bid is, this designer and the people that he's trying to rally, they've only come up with 260 million. So they are about 11 million short to the other offer. Now the difference is they want to keep the stores open and press on with Barneys and reinvent retail to make it not boring and dead, but what it once used to stand for. So not sure what that business plan looks like, but for me as a consumer, that's really exciting. So I think bottom line, holiday season, retail shopping is going to take a hit. So if you are in the market for designer sales, the holiday season is going to be your time to really pounce on that. I will say, take a look at what happens for Black Friday. Last year on Black Friday, we saw the lowest designer sale prices we ever saw. Typically, there's a tiered structure, so Black Friday kicks it off and then the discounts start to get lower and lower and lower the more you move towards Christmas and even after Christmas. That did not happen at all last year. The best sales literally happened the week of Black Friday. They never got any better. So this particular season, I think we're gonna go back to that previous model where you see the discounts, but then they start to get lower and lower and lower and lower just because of the retail projections and what's happening right now for consumer spending. If you're looking to do all of your shopping at Target and Walmart and stores similar, pounce on it immediately because they're going to run out of inventory and those deals are not gonna last. So depending on what you wanna shop, take your strategy accordingly, and that's been my Fashion Friday business tip for this week. Have a good one, you guys.